welcome to the Acton Rec meeting. Gonna start with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'll give everybody just a brief moment if you want to just look over all of the meeting minutes from the last meeting we had, just so that we can go through and approve all of that.
Watching a TV show?
I think he is. Kind of loud. Mint chocolate.
Shows you were supposed to help with the Easter egg hunt. TJ and Carol.
Did I enlist myself? I was away for a work trip. I forgot to tell you guys.
Oh, you're good. It is what it is. There's chocolate on it. Okay.
Yeah, they switched weeks on me at like 2 weeks beforehand, so my family found out like 2 days before I was going that I was changing weeks too.
I'll be back, guys. See ya. Everybody good with them?
Yep. Move to approve them as they're written.
Oh, so you got costs for all this. Nice.
Yep.
Second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Perfect, all right. So I wanted to go in first, I wanted to try to catch up with what we weren't able to finish touching upon from the last meeting, so I kind of changed the order a little bit. So baseball, we have the season starting. I need to get the emails out. This past week and a half has killed me. We've got the season started, we've got some coaches that wanted to get going on the week of the 24th. And then we were looking at starting the games probably Saturday, May 13th.
How's the parking lot look up there?
I'm waiting for a meeting, oh, it's muddy. It's definitely muddy.
I pulled in last Saturday and
Yeah.
almost got stuck.
Yeah, it's drying right now, so I'm hoping that not everybody's gonna go up in the parking lot and that for the next week or so to kind of give it more of a chance, but.
That's been a reason why we don't start that early, unfortunately, a lot of times, because if
Yep.
people start driving in there, it's gonna muddy up like crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe
It's
close the gate for,
I was gonna say, my driveway's the same way.
huh?
My driveway's the same way.
Yeah, but there's like, almost like a sinkhole in the middle of that
Oh, yeah.
parking
Yeah.
lot. so-
And
Well,
if you
then
get the edge, you sink
near
in.
the woods, it's even wetter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we had some people get sucked right in and have to get pulled back out last year.
Yep.
So we're looking at hopefully starting the games on May 13th. Again, it's gonna come down to the field. The weekend of June 10th, we will not have any games because that is the town meeting. So the town has asked us to not have any events that day to try to make it so that we can hopefully have more people. Yep. The other thing that I had brought to me, which I'm going to check with the selectmen again about, is Kim had talked to me about the possibility of us doing maybe a baked goods sale or something at the town meeting to kind of get us out there and maybe raise a little bit of money towards the rec while we were there. So I'm going to check with the selectmen again. If the selectmen say that that is what they want, do we have anybody interested in helping with that one?
It's the day of our son's birthday party.
Oh, yeah, nope, you guys won't be there.
Don't know if I'll be there
Okay.
that weekend or not. I can check and see.
Hold on, me too. I mean,
I'm
yes,
around,
in
yes.
theory.
Yeah, well, that's what, it's just if we're not gonna have people around to help with it, then I'm not even going to, I'll just tell her that we don't have the staffing for it, but.
We have company.
Yeah, but this
June
is,
10th.
this is a crew that's been bounced around about a lot. I can't help, but I can certainly bring something if
Okay.
you want something.
Okay.
But we may not
Okay,
be doing this.
perfect, perfect.
What type of hours are you talking? The whole time that they're there, or are you?
I don't know yet. Not sure yet. I
I
would
think
have to.
we're away that weekend, but I'm not positive. I'll have to
Okay.
check.
Joplin did something like that, and I think it was really nice where people were there for so long to have, coffee and just a bite to eat, whether it's
Yeah.
being sold or otherwise. I think it's just nice to have
And that's
kind
kind
of
of,
cookies or something, like a grab and go.
yeah, that's kind of what I was talking with Kim about a little bit when she brought it to me. I'm like, oh, will I be able to go up? We could set up in a corner of the kitchen, because where the selectmen sit and Jen sit right there in the theater area of the kitchen. So you could do the back corner, and you could set up to make the coffee and the hot chocolate in that. That way you can keep going up. And they've talked about trying to do some sort of childcare in that this time, so they're trying to make it so that more of the town people will come. So I will touch base with her again and see, where that's kind of left at, if they're still interested. And we can kind of reconvene about that one then.
Yeah, because we missed all of that last year because we were on the field, right?
Yep.
Yeah, because
And we're going back
She
and
added,
forth.
yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't realize about the
Yeah.
town meeting. I'd never
Yeah.
gone to the town meeting before.
Right.
So it wasn't one of those things that had been in my thought. I'm like, I never knew how any of the politics worked in town. I'm still learning. Okay. I did send an email off to the Sanford Mayners. They had, when I had originally messaged them, they did express interest in possibly coming out a day or two to work with our kids. So we're waiting to hear from them to kind of see what the status is going to be of that, if they can maybe plan a day or two. And we wouldn't have a game on that Saturday, and instead we'll just have the Mayners working with them. Because all of our games are gonna be in-house. We have 2 small teams for first and second grade, 2 small teams for third and fourth grade, and then we could theoretically make maybe 3 teams for our pre-K, T-ball teams. So I've got to check with those 2 coaches to see what they want to do for them. TJ had come forth about something about possibly like a Babe Ruth for next year for us to kind of look into. Do you want to explain that a little bit?
Sure. So I talked to,
Joe
it would
Reed.
be Joe Reed, and he's a big coach into baseball. I think he's on the board in Sanford. And so Sam had shared that we're having trouble getting competition from other towns, because for baseball specifically, you have to be Little League sanctioned, or you have to be part of a Babe Ruth league. So I don't know much about Babe Ruth league, but basically it's a sanctioning process that once you are that, you can play any Babe Ruth league team in the state. So I thought it was worth a shot. If we are not happy with our current baseball situation, the level of competition we get, the amount of towns that might come visit us, or vice versa. It's just a thought, something to put out there, because Brooks's dad, Joe Reed, would be, I think, interested in coaching and also really leading up a lot of that development. So if we don't have to really do a whole lot of legwork, he knows how to do the accreditation or the sanctioning or whatever the process is. I thought it was something to at least look into.
He's doing
So I'm
Babe
putting
Ruth,
it on
not
the-
Little League.
What's that?
He does Babe Ruth, not Little League?
This is in Sanford, whatever. I think
Yeah,
it's
Joe.
Little League. I think it's
They
Little
do,
League.
I think
thought
they
it was
do
Little League that Joe
Little League,
does.
but he expressed to me that if we could do a Babe Ruth league in Acton, he would be
Oh,
interested in either standing it up or at the very least guiding the process and coaching
Did he
here.
say why Babe Ruth over Little League? Getting Little League sanctioned?
Nope. It's a good question. Now that I think about it, that's a fair question. Maybe one's easier than the other. Maybe one has more,
I know,
It might be the amount of
Maybe-
kids that we have playing or whatnot. We might not be able to meet the accreditation of the Little League.
maybe.
it would just be per team, but we were looking at getting Little League sanctioned a couple of years ago. And you have to have certain bats, you have to make sure that the kids are all
So here's my
a
proposal.
certain amount.
Is we figure out the details, and I'll ask Joe, because I'm gonna be an assistant coach for him in Sanford. I'm gonna do a little T-chart of what you have to do to get accredited or sanctioned for Little League, and what you have to do for Babe Ruth. Let's look at the two,